What is going on, guys? It is your boy CryptoMykel here, coming today with a hardware update, guys. Today we are going over reflashing a RX 580. We actually have this 580 from Nemesis rigs that we have at the family mine. Now there is an issue with one of the cards when he was moving here. It started airing out on his rig, so we actually moved it to a riserless setup. So now it's running no risers whatsoever on the server, and it's packed full of ASUS ROG STRIX Rx-580 8GB. Great cards. I like Polaris cards. They've held a place near to my heart for a long time. But this one was started giving us issues, and which is this one right here. I like how it blurs it out. This secret. The secret is it has no fans because it's in a server case. But this exclusive secret blurred out GPU is a RX 580. All right, this one right here to actually be exact. But it was, the rig was like crashing constantly, so we thought it was maybe the riser. Switch it to a riserless motherboard, still the same issue. So I removed this card. Actually, I moved them around at first, and then the problem followed the card on the lineup of cards on the rig. So I was like, I bet it's that card then. So I just pulled it, and the rig was fine, and it's been fine ever since. So that card has an issue. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to reflash it with a stock BIOS. I'll show you how to get that here in a second. But we're going to reflash it with a stock BIOS, see how it hashes, make sure it actually fires up. So as you can see right here, this is my test bench for some of my Polaris cards that I have. I definitely don't have as many as I used to. But I do have a 16GB RX 570 that you can see right here, as well as an RX 580, which was from the coin mine. So this is the coin mine 1's RX 580, and this is the 570 from Sapphire, the Grin edition, which came with 16GB of RAM. So here's full card pullouts right here as well. Now, whenever this card is in the machine, it just constantly crashes, has GPU driver errors, and it's because of this card. So I'm gonna try slotting it in, and then we're gonna go about pausing it. I'll show you how to get the stock BIOS, and then we will reflash it with the stock BIOS. And if it gets up and hashing, then maybe we'll try reflashing it with the modded BIOS that we have. And if that doesn't work, we'll go back to stock and redo the stock BIOS ourselves. Nim modded these himself, but all the other ones are perfectly fine, so I would assume his have been fine. So we'll see here in a minute, but first thing we're going to do today is just reflash it. That is the first step. Reflash it back to stock. And if that doesn't work, then we'll move on. So, be right back. And we'll shut this rig down. While it cools down, I'll show you how to get the stock BIOS. There we go. So, this is Tech Power Up, which is where I usually get all my stock V BIOSes from. Now, you just have to kind of pay attention to which version, because there is an ROG STRIX Gaming OC, ROG STRIX Gaming Top, and then another gaming top, and just the regular ROG STRIX. Now, if you look on the back of the card, it will tell you for the most part, it'll say ROG STRIX RX 580 T 8G Gaming. So this is a top, not just a regular ROG STRIX. Alright, now there's not much difference, but it could be as different as just a few different clocks. Now, we'll find this out in 1 second. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's behind it. So, we'll see what's up, and we'll go plug this in real fast, and I'll take y'all with me. So be right back. See, right there, the exhaust fans are still going. Alright, need that. Set you right there. So we need to get this big bad boy. Power that off. Unplug that. And we'll get this thing opened up real fast. Alright, so as you can see, here's my 16 gigabyte. There is the CoinMine one. Now I moved this fan back on the other side because this card is a lot longer. As you can see, it would not fit there. So move that over. That way it does fit. Now since it does not matter which slot I populate, because I have wired up all of the 8 pins for right there. So that's plugged in. Now we're good to go. We just slam the lid on and run inside before it starts mining and crashing, and we will pull BIOS off of it, reflash it with the current BIOS, just the stock BIOS that I have, and then we'll get her back up and hashing. Alright, so we switched it on, so yep, let's go. Alright, so the miner is now stopped. Making sure that it did not start mining. Okay. AMD-info 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now it's a DOOPIL -100. Alright, so that is currently what is in there right now. We'll redo that. Go to overclocks. Now we're going to, you can download the VBIOS, but we really don't need to. We can just so you can see how it goes. But we want GPU 2. Click download. The command will be sent to download it, and you can view it. 2 seconds. There it is. So you can see, and you just click it, and it'll download. Right? But we don't need to do that. We are just going to actually flash the BIOS. We selected that. Now we're going to select the card, which is right here. Radeon Rx-580. Now make sure you can click force flashing, ignore the security checking. That way it does just go ahead and flash it, and full send, right? Okay. As you can see, we went ahead and started. It didn't fully populate because we stopped the miner before that happened, but we do have them all here in, as you can see. So we're almost flashing. Okay, now reboot. All right, go ahead and reboot, and we should be good to go. All right, so we have all the cards. Info there. 1, 2, and 3. So should we go back to overview now? And everything should go back up and hashing. And it does pull that it's an ASUS now. It didn't do that before. So we know we're good there. Only thing is overclock should be fine. 50, 1100, 21. Probably increase the clocks, but just make sure we actually mine first and stay mining. That is the main key, right? We have at least initialized hashing, which it would not do before. So we are winning there, right? And we'll just kind of let this thing spool up and hash from it and see what it does before we actually go in and play with the settings and look at using Polaris BIOS editor to edit the BIOS of that card to unlock its performance back up. But I mean, stock, it's only pulling 75 watts. So we'll see how she does. So far so good. Width is up and hashing, no issues whatsoever. I am going to change the overclock up and see if it will kind of perk up to the other standard of the other one. I don't believe it will. Fan does not matter whatsoever because there is no fans, right? And then bam, and apply. Now we'll see if it perks up its hash rate a little bit, crashes. Overall, at least it is hashing compared to what it was doing last, which was nothing. But yeah, see how she does with just putting it at the overclock that the other 580 holds to. So there it goes, it's changed. 1150, 2150. I find it funny that the other 580 runs hotter and this one has no fans. CoinMine 1 was the GPU was a piece of dookie. So we did perk up the hash rate just a little bit at 21.12 mega hashes here. Now, of course, that is just okay, right? I think we're gonna mod it. I think we'll just go ahead and do that. But we'll leave that for the next video. That'd be pretty straightforward, very easy. I want to leave this here for just a little bit longer and see how it's going to hash out. I do want to wrap this video up and keep it going for the next one. We'll have an update video of how to fully BIOS flash or an update video. We already have one out, so I'll post that up there somewhere. And you can check that out, but I'll use the same process that I did for then. I'm just running for GPUs now, right? Nonetheless, we did get it up and hashing, and there it is. I knew it was going to happen. So we will go back to 1100, 2100, and apply. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so we're not going to mod this yet. We'll wait to see if it'll just hash without touching it again. So we'll see here in a moment of how this kind of reacts, and then we'll revisit modding it in a different video. But yeah, catch you on the flip side, guys. Much love, peace out. Catch you in the midweek update next week, and keep your hash rates up, your watts low. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.